Hi, I'm Mark Connolly at Marketing Mavens. What do I think the biggest developments in digital marketing will be in the future? If we're talking about SEO, I would think voice search is going to be massive. Only last year that was 20% of searches came through voice search, and with the emergence of tools like Alexa, voice search, and you've got Siri, and there's the Google Home, more people will be using these devices to search online. So it's very, very important that your website is high up the rankings, because within voice search, it's going to only give you the top rankings on that. So if you're looking at anything, make sure that you are trying your hardest at SEO so that you're ranking very, very highly. The other one that I would think is going to get more important is marketing automation. So there's a lot of marketing automation tools such as HubSpot and Marketo that focused on email marketing automation, and there's more and more of people wanting to use marketing automation tools, and this fits into social media marketing automation as well. So there's tools like Hootsuite where you can schedule posts to go out during the week. There's also a new tool called Edgar that will post social media posts for you. So a lot of people, a lot of marketers are now wanting to focus on the strategy, focusing on the insight and the tactical part. They really want to automate based on people's behaviours and what they do. So for instance, with marketing automation, whoever someone interacts on the website by downloading a guide or visiting a pricing page, they can be sent information that is related to what their action is, which obviously helps marketing as well. Social media, there's more and more people on the internet, and it's just growing, and there's going to be more people using different devices as well. So with content, you have to drive more content out rather than doing less. Maybe 5 years ago, you were able to do one social media post a day, and you would have people engaging and talking about it. But now, because there's more businesses using social media, there's more people using social media, then your message is basically getting lost within all that noise. So you really need to be pushing out more relevant, high quality content. So these are the things that I would look at in the future. Disruption is also playing a part as well. So for instance, a lot of new companies sort of started up. For one example, you a good sort of number of years ago, you saw Snapchat, but Facebook saw that these were a disruptor in the market, which you can see today, and they tried to buy them over. So the Facebook and the Apples and the Amazons are all buying over these smaller sort of organisations that are trying to disrupt the market. Um, can you prosper? So the next question: can you prosper without digital marketing? The simple and probably easy answer is no. I know that probably some people would say that you can't prosper without digital marketing, because my audience are not using digital marketing. However, it's probably the sort of older generation are not using digital marketing as much. But what are you actually thinking about for your next market? Once that market has a life cycle, then what are you going to be doing? So you have to be on digital. You have to be using digital marketing. It's kind of the utmost importance. And you don't want to be starting late as well. If you're not using it, you need to be thinking as well. Millennials now, there's a sort of millennials term, and they have now overcome baby boomers as the largest market to target, and they are all on social media and using different social media channels and different digital marketing channels. So you have to be doing the same thing. The final question is what new apps and platforms that I can foresee getting larger in the future and getting really big is one. I would say that the two social media channels that you're sort of looking at now that are using that are expanding are Instagram and Snapchat. Instagram is probably becoming more of a sort of early adopter now for early adopters. They see that there's a lot of success in Instagram. So the one that I can see that's going to become really big is Snapchat, and Snapchat is really trying to. I think what they have to do is they have to really fix their advertising and how you're going to advertise effectively. Once this happens, I would see this growing exponentially. Facebook and Twitter are always going to be there. They're massive organisations, but more and more of the younger target audience, and even are probably going into like the 30-year-olds, 30 to 40-year-olds are now using Snapchat as a social media channel. It's a very engaging social media channel. It gets quite a lot of interaction, and I can see some really quirky adverts within Snapchat, and working quite well. Another tool as well, which fits back to sort of the social media part, of the big development. So one tool was Hootsuite that quite a lot of people use for social media management, and because it can post out through multiple social media accounts. Another tool it's just came on is a tool called Meet Edgar, and that basically does something that's quite similar to Hootsuite, where you can schedule your posts across the week, across the month. But what that will do is that will start posting content on your behalf that is getting the most amount of engagement. So it really works for you, rather than so it takes the insights and it posts it out for you. Obviously video has been one of the big things that's happening just now. You can see live video and people using live video instead of the typical webinars. So that's going to grow more. There's going to be more companies using video content as it gets easier to do, because to be honest, I'm videoing this on my computer. You can video on your phones. So as the technology gets better, it's going to improve. Overall, that is all my answers, and thank you very much.